Do you know, surprisingly, we weren't actually going to remove any of this dirt or mud. We were going to leave it because it acts as a fantastic insulation and soundproofing. But after some consideration and looking at it, over the last few months, I realised that I wanted to do the right thing and remove it, even though it's a lot of extra work. But downstairs, below us, is the dining room, and I put in 2 acro props to support the beam as we tried to repair the beam here that's got a crack in it. And they're both loose this morning, but they weren't loose when I put them in. So I think the beam has probably just risen by 1 millimetre or 2, and it's a great thing because now it's going to preserve the internal structure and that beam from all of this excess weight which wasn't necessary. So I'm really happy, and we've got a couple more sections to finish next week, but if I get some extra helpers in, we'll get it done a lot quicker. Dusty work. So what we're going to do now is start prepping this area for next week. And this subfloor, this wooden subfloor, had been put in literally to support tons and tons of concrete. So we'll start removing that, and it will expose this entire area which needs clearing next week. So let's do that. Let's crack on. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. I think what I've achieved this week is pretty decent, removing all of this by hand, and I'm really happy to be here back at the convent cracking on. So Simon's going to be back in about 2 weeks. So what we're going to focus on is finishing off the dining room. We've got a bit of plastering to do in there and some final bits and bobs. And then what we're going to do is get in the library and continue with that project, because even though it's a really ambitious project, it's finally getting somewhere, and it's an expensive project, but we'll get it done. So for the dining room, the only thing I've got to order are the floors. So I'm going to do a parquet floor. I'm not sure what pattern yet, but because it's about 75 square meters, it's really, really expensive. So we'll order that as well pretty soon. And also for the library, I need to order the floors in there as well. And we'll get loads of the plastering done. And anything that doesn't really cost too much money. And then what we'll do is we'll start planning everything, start ordering everything. The carpenter's going to be very happy, or probably not happy, but it needs doing. And that library is really going to take shape. It's going to look absolutely stunning. Probably the most ambitious sort of room that I've done here at the convent. The kitchen, amazing, but the library I think is going to be something else. And now all these windows have been installed, we can really move on and progress more. So next week, get this out. We'll get this all done next week, because I know it's quite repetitive, but it is daily life, daily renovating, and you know, who doesn't go to work and does the same thing every day? So there we go. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.